Hello and welcome, as it is the 28th of November 2018. This is another buy low, sell high strategy video. So it's going to be a long one, as you can tell by the length of this video. Of course, all trades you make, all strategies that I talk about, if you implement them, it's within your own risk and reward. But we're taking a look at the risk and reward and situational history within this. What I want to do is I want to go back to this from like day one up to like 13,000 up in here, and see how well what we'll be doing using the buy low, sell high strategy. Earlier in the crypto day morning, I ended up taking prices from VeChain, putting one with a buy, two with a sell. I'll be doing the same thing within this one as well, and then implementing the results into the spreadsheet. This was the VeChain results, which I did very quickly. So I'll basically copy and paste these numbers into here, and all the results will come up. I'll probably have to do a few more copy and pasting for extra rows because there will be more trades on this one. So I got this on the daily time frame, but I want shorter term. I think the 3-hour time frame works best. So what I'm going to do when I do this is I will scroll every period that I can and then go back in time. So I'll now move the mouse over and find a good starting point. And I said I want to do around 13,000, so let's just say 12,200. Let's just say this is where I start. So I would enter into a position at this price point of 12,303. I'm going to do this in a way so that after every trade, the value of the BRD would always be worth 1 Bitcoin. And whether you use 1 or 0.1 or 0.01 or 10, as long as you can handle the volatility in the case of like 10, or the volume rather, then it's all going to work out in the same percentages. So I'm going to use horizontal rays to put in buy orders and sell orders. So I'm going to first get rid of this because I only want to have one notepad ready. And I already know that it doesn't go lower than 4,000 and it doesn't go higher than 21,000. You can say, oh, it's so easy doing this after the fact. And well, yes and no, because obviously as long as the market's moving this type of direction, I want to see a market going down 65%, how well this would be coming into place. But for mainly purposes of putting my orders in now, I'm going to keep putting buy orders all the way down to around 4,000 and sell orders all the way up to 21,000 to make it easy. So then let's adjust the scaling so I have enough room, and I do. A little more than I need. So you buy in at 12,000, so you put some sell orders in, and let's look for moves of like over 10%. So if you put a sell order, say at around 14,000 and change, that would work out pretty okay. And then maybe put even a little higher than that, but we'll put another one in, say at this, maybe like there. And then just keep putting this up into different levels. Say we go 19,000, so the differential is like 24 points, like 15% again. And then in here, so what's the highest it goes up to? 21,000. So it doesn't even go there, so I'm not even going to put any more in. And what we're going to do is we're going to put buy orders in place. So if I'm buying at 12,000, let's say 11,000, that's only like 1,300 points. That's barely 10%. So let's just go at our name like around 10.4. And then below that, we'll put one in at about, say, 89. Below that, we go like about 77. That's about a 12 differential. Okay, didn't put the line in. Below that, we want to go in the 6,000 area, so around 6,615. Below that, we're going to go in the 5,000, so 56.44. Below that, we'd be going about 48, 47. And then below that would be about 4,000, and then I'm not going to put any more below that. But it would be like 3,500 and then 31 and then so on and so forth. But because I know where the highest and lowest prices are, and just for easiness of doing this video, that's why I've stopped putting the orders in. But in the real world, I might only put 3 or 4 orders in and keep on adjusting it, or I might put 50, 60, or 100 orders in, and I'd really do both with different coins. XBY, for example, with the amount of cumulative buy and sell orders, I've got I probably got over 100 orders in. Anyway, let's move on and go to the next trade. And in the real world, what we would be seeing here is going in just a couple days after Christmas. And if you happen to see no trades going on, you just pass on. And if you pass through, let's just say you go 5 periods without a move, nothing happened. So you've already started entering in December 27th, and a few days go by, New Year, and you still are just holding, haven't made a single trade as of yet. You've missed out on opportunities, you missed out on sale, you missed out on a buy. But in the real world, that's going to happen. So then, what number did we buy at? Well, I got a buy order at 10,000. So let's just go like, I can't even remember, 12,000 something, obviously. So we'll just go 12,000 even, just for easy math. So a sell order comes in. So what I would do is I put a 2. That computer will recognize 1 as a buy, 2 as a sale with how I program my spreadsheet. And 14,536 as the cost. So now we're going to look to buy this back. So I put a buy order in. And a lot of times I'm going to use key areas as well as that math. So there's that spot of that level of resistance. And when markets move like this, you got better chances of further sell orders hitting, as we see at 17,154. Let's move this down. And go roughly into here. Or exactly that's where I'm going. But this is all just doing the market as you would think it's going to go. 19,580 is the sale. And what would happen is, well, if you came into this point, what was the close at this level? 16,209. You'd be like, you know what, I'm just going to buy it at 16,209 and put your sell order back. So we'll just put the buy in at that price. So the first buyback, and of course we know there's going to be many or more. And did that hit? Well, I have 14,216, so we'll check the numbers up top. 14,200, that's a buy. So then after that, okay, I'm going to put a sell order up top, maybe somewhere there. And it hits the next period. Beautiful. That's the type of movements I'm wanting to get, so I can get a lot of trades over quick periods of time. Let's move this baby down and go to previous low. And again, we're going to see it's going to hit again as a sell the next period. But 14,515 is in. Now, assuming this just did happen, you come in and you see, holy crap, I bought this and it's at 18,461. This is where you get a little bit lucky in that, well, now what I would do is I would technically move this sell order up and probably a few other ones as well. And I would take that 18,461 price at that point, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm probably going to just even keep my buy order down at that volatile 14.5. So I'm going to, because I know the market doesn't go any higher, I'll technically put this up here, but I know that that sell order won't come into play. But we'll put these two, we'll take the sale at this number and move a buy order there back at that number. So let's continue forward, and obviously it's going to be a buy order that's going to hit because I already know from, and technically my order would be like 22,000 even, but again, so there we go again because I know what happens. 14,500 buy, and we'll move it up. So we will say go here and continue on. Obviously a missed buy, but not there. And did this 10,442 hit? 10,442. Wow, that would have been, that's like right dead on. But two buy orders come into play, and I'm just gonna have to, what's this number? We'll just do 12,391. And we'll move some of these into sell orders now. So this one here, maybe amongst this previous level of resistance in here. And the one below that, I'm not going to sell it at the 12. I mean, you could technically take it and then be done with it. But I would a lot of times even just go for better gains. And the more better gains you get, the better the overall profit's going to be, because it's an interesting way of playing for short-term and longer-term moves. If you're playing for shorter-term moves, you're going to get a lot more trades, which will help, but the amount that you make per trade isn't going to be as well. So 3-4% moves versus 12% moves versus 40% moves. It's all about amount of trades you have, and if you want, and that's why if you want to take a look, if you can do it, you can take a look at this on like previous time frames, like the half-hour time frames, and see how 4% moves would work if you're curious in knowing, as well as you can do spreadsheet programs and whatnot. But still, from where we stand now, there is a sell order that would hit at 13,710. You can put your buy order back at previous low again. Let's hit that area 3 times, so put it back there. So you're either going to sell at 16 or buy at 10.7. And now you go through several days. You're January 17th in all this area time frame. Now you're January 22nd. You've been in this game now for about a month, and you would hit a sell order at 16K. Where do we come from in areas? What's a good mathematical number? And I think go a little lower than that. So 13.2. And finally it hit. Move this up to this previous level of resistance. And then get another buy order. And move this up. Go to this previous level of resistance again there as well. Not quite on that move as it was a lower high. And ooh, that 89.81 was close. Normally I barely go over 9,000, just to say. You can see 9,022, hence one of the reasons why. But there's the hit there. And we can move this up. This previous level of resistance at around 11 and 10,900 change. We'll just technically do it. Oh, almost a perfect number. Although I usually go like a few numbers below, like 10994 or 87 or something. Whatever. They like always, almost all of them would always hit. And there, as the case is in point there, my first one, 11.2 would have worked. But for now, you take that sell order. And we'll move this back lower. Previous key level of support. Nah, I want to go lower than that. 90, yeah. And there we go. There's the buy. So we can sell it back at this 3-time hit resistance point. But instead, it's a buy. No, can't see the number too well. 77.59. And got all of these trades in here. So just added one more. And a bunch more as we continue on further. Of course, normally I've been pausing the tape for that because you get the idea for such. And I still say tape because I grew up in the 1980s with VHS and audio cassettes, and I remember taping radio stations on a cassette tape when new songs would come out on the radio. Oh, the 1980s. Anyway, we're still going many days before a trade, and then at 66.15 is a buy. So we'll put a sell order back up in here, this level of previous support. And 79 is a good number. And 56.44 buy. And this is going to happen. It sucks, and I'm going to allow this to happen. Where you buy at 56.44, you come and you check and you see, oh, good news, bad news. Good news is it was up to 64.28, but it was up to 75, and you're not looking to sell until around 68 here probably. So you almost got to do just that. Take the buy and put the sell order there. You could sell it at 64.28 if you so choose. Oftentimes I just like, yeah, whatever. I see 12-13%. So for what it's worth, let's do it. So therefore, after this sale, no need to change the lines. I mean, I might just minorly move this lower. But, I mean, it's just small amounts of numbers. And as we can see, we're missing out on that sale. We would have got a better sale had I done what I said at first. There's the buy, and same situation again here, that we're going to assume that, well, you know what, let's do, would I be up at this time? That's what I'm going to be doing. What time is this at? 2 o'clock in the morning? Nope. So let's just assume I woke up at 61.38. You know what? That's only like better than 10%. So yeah, I would be putting a sell order higher. So I'll take the buy, move this up to say into the 6,600 area. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. I might as well just take we'll take the sale and the buy at 56.85 and just leave, or I will minorly remove it lower, but not by much, just a little bit like that, and see some volatile movements, decent selling, missing out on a buy, missing out on a sale, because and this is going to happen 4,800 up to 5,800. You miss out on a 12% move. Okay, well, there's a situation where you got a nice sell order in 66.17. So among such, do I want to buy at 58? I would normally be looking for a move within the 18. So I would really like my chances mathematically of getting, I'd probably go 55 low. Like 55.04 kind of number. There we go. Because I really like the chances that it would come down to there. So wrong? Well, yeah, because if I would have bought here, I could have sold up here. But 55.05 buy. As far as the date's concerned, we still got a long ways to go to current time. This is March of that year. So be it. Missing it, and there's the hit. 6295. And then buy back barely over 5. Market up, but no sell orders here. That sucks because you got a nice little retracement right there after it. A lot of volatile choppy action you can miss out on. And if you're there seeing it, if you happen to sell up there, you can see how there was decent moves. If you're playing for 5-7% volatility here, I mean, you'd have a lot more trades, meaning once you buy at 6,000, you're looking to sell at like 6,300, stuff like that. You would have a whole whack load of trades. I probably should even do one like this, but if I were to do that, I'd be using like the 45-minute time frame, half-hour time frame. I mean, look at all these beautiful moves you're missing out on. And if you're seeing stuff like this as a trader, you almost just can be like, oh, okay, you can reduce orders, put sell orders around here. And then you can see, oh yeah, I should have done it. If you did, you would have won, and then put it back. And anyway, we'll just go to the next trade because, wow. When you get moments like this, well, 7,900, 68. Differential 1,100 points. I mean, what time was this at? 17 hours? Yeah, let's just sell and buy back immediately, and then slightly increase the sell order. Because when I see a move like that, I would probably do something in that nature there. And we can see here that it would come into place. Look to buy it back. Where's a good spot? So previous level of resistance here, about 67. I could even go a little deeper given I'm not buying until, well, this has got to, let's just move this up a little bit here. And move this down a bit more again. Go 6,500. Missed out on the buy by going for greed, you could say, because you were looking for a better move. You see, you missed out. I go 7,000, I hit. If not, well, I got my sell order here at 93 as it is. Look to buy this baby back, maybe somewhere at around 77. But market's in an uptrend, hoping to get sell orders, but no. And there's a buy order here, so 77.64. And move this baby up. And with the sheer volume of trades that's been going on here, there's, to me, no way. This is going to be profitable when this thing comes to an end. And we're ending it, of course, November 28th, today's date. We're May 18th. So we're basically halfway through. And of course, we have some nice, beautiful, choppy, those moves that are happening. We'll see how that comes into place. 50 or 65.15 is the buy. And we'll look to sell that baby near, although it's not a baby, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I might as well go a little further. 78 to 7,900. Oh, maybe if you had it at 74, you would have got her. You would have got it. But no, near, like a game show. But, when stuff like this happens, what time did this happen? At 8 in the morning? Yeah, that's the time I get up at. That's a good wake-up call. 78.57 sell. And let's move this down to maybe this previous level of resistance. But you know what? Let's just do over 7,000. 7,000. No. I want better than 10% down. So yeah, let's do 67, a bit lower, like 67.30-ish. We could see 7,000. Well, I mean, you know, that's a good chance I would have missed that. If the low was 7,028, I would have. There was a good chance I would have like 70.05, 70.10. There's a hit there though. What number do we got? 67.34. And move this up to this previous level of resistance. And does it hit close? Not quite. So you're going to miss out on opportunities like this. That's part of the game. Look at the opportunities. Miss here, miss here, miss here. And there's their sell at 77.10. So we'll look to get this back at 62. I mean, it's a 15-point differential. Let's say 20% down. And there we have it. And then move this up. And when I say before, I know what was happening. Yeah, but I don't know what's going to happen as we move in the next like 70 or 80 periods. At all. Because this is obviously the way the markets move all the time. And just let it do its thing. Sometimes you miss. There's another miss there. And there's a buy at 52.39. So then let's put this up again to, yeah, that looks pretty good. 20 or so % move. Although not, again, too greedy, I guess. I go 59, I got the sale. And did I get the buy? And as of yet, no. Now I would. It's 46.37. And at this point, the bottom is near because, as I mentioned, the lowest point that this goes down to is that of 4,000. So bottoms are going to be close. I know I'm going to hit the bottom because I normally would have had an order at 4,000. But before that's the case, a 54.87 sell, I would have thought that the buy was coming next because, again, I don't know exactly what happens in the next few periods as I'm doing this. And just for fun, let's assume you're going on a summer vacation and you're not going to log into the computer until August 10th, we'll say, or August 11th even. So we'll do nothing. We'll go to the 11th. And oh, that would be what you want to just scream at the computer here, because you were selling at 62.94 and it went up to 62.73. And of course, there was no trade during your vacation period, but you come back and you see here 49.03 you buy. We'll move this up to about, and now we're only talking here about like 12%, but we'll take, I don't think this happened here. 55.82, nope. Did this one happen? 55.96. 55.92, another miss. But that didn't miss. And we'll move this down a bit. And what date are we on? We're on August 20th, so we got 3 more months to go. We've done 8 or so. So getting in the home stretch. Looks like that hit. High is 63, 62.94 sale. So this is a key area where it came back from. And sure enough, a buy. So 54.07. And there's a lot of trades on here, as there is all of these trades that have taken place. So again, I'm going to expect some decent profits along the way. What we'll see, we will have to put a sell order in here, previous high, and wait for the next activity moment. And there we have it, a buy. See for a sell spot. Yeah, that's key area here. Good difference from the 54 to the 62. And in a spot like this, you'd have 2 sell orders come into place. And if I just woke up to that, or I came and I seen that, I'd see sell order, sell order. There's 2 factors. One, I could just buy this one back now, or I could just put that buy order down here because you pretty much know it's going to be going down there, which is probably, that's what I'm going to do in this spot. So therefore, this one will go at previous low. Go 45 or so. And this one, again, I think it would go to the 18 average. And there's a nice little spot there. Previous resistance level, barely over the 5,000 number. I think you could take the 53, but yeah, it's just so obvious that it was going to go there. So 50.44 is the number. And given the large volatility, I think I get away with putting a sell order near the previous high. And then watch a lot of some okay opportunities, but there's a sale right there. And technically speaking, I'd probably be putting a buy order around 52, 53. So I'm going to pass on the buy for now, and and barely go over 52. And there it is. Move this up. And 59 is good, just under the 6 number. Differential's like 13-14% on 52. And you'd have the hit. But I'm going to play it like I'd see it from here. And I could have got up to about 62, but you're going to have a lot of that where you're many percentage points away from what you could have got. You'd got to think at 59, you're buying at 54. You'd really want to even go until like 53. And you can see that those moves happen quite frequently. For when you get wild up and down moves, it's not uncommon to buy and sell so quickly after a while and get a lot of orders in. And of course, you can get time frames where you just go days and days and days without trading. Okay then, so we'll edit out this period again, and we're now into October. This would be 2 sell orders that would hit. Great when the notifications like this appear. And that means this order I'm going to lower to this previous level, like 5,000. But I can buy this one back right now at 57.80, which I would do. And maybe lower this. I mean, when you want to play for high volatility, it's there. At 69, I'm already doing over 20%. So I think it's just safer to put a sell order around there, given your last buy was 57.80. And then a whole bunch of nothing going on. If you have to trade, you're only trading short-term or small volatility. As we can see here, you're going from like 55 up to like 6,000. So, I mean, there's still like 8, 9, 10% moves from low end of the range to high end of the range. But you can see, going with this move, you've missed out on every single one of those possible trades. You've missed out on this little fun here. November the 7th, getting close now. We're going to have that wild move coming soon that happened a few days ago. And that will be... And here we... Oh, didn't miss that one. And that one. Missed the buy. Hit the buy here. So 5,002. And now we can go and maybe play at 59. We can even maybe go in the range of the 6,000s because of the sick volatility. Ooh, see, that sucks when you miss like that. But did this hit? I don't think so. High 61.72. But this one did here, though. So we'll look to buy back. We'll go a little higher this time. We were buying at 5 even. Now we'll do 52. See, there we go. Look at this. You missed out on the move on the 92.18. That shit happens, basically. And it's reset price scale. But you'd have the sell order in at 69.78. So we can look to buy that back. $6,000 is a bit better than 10% off. And there it goes, 6008. Place another sell order in here. Yeah, well, you got a line there, so probably around here. I mean, that's 1,200 points. That's 20%. That's not bad. And then nothing happens. And that's where we would stand right now. Looking to buy at 52.16, selling at 72. So let's take these numbers in here and put them into a spreadsheet. see how the net results are. So I'll copy this, go in here, we'll paste it like that. Done. So I got this set up. I explained this in the previous video. This is how many I own. Original buy goes in here. Then I add what I buy, subtract what I sell. The value is the price multiply the amount that I own. Within this here, I have a buy order fill if this number is lower than 1. And I buy for the differential. As we can see here, this 1 minus 82 is this, so that's what I buy. Same thing with the sale. And then the net return in here. Well, we're going to see it very soon, at least first few periods. This is how it started off on this one. So let's just move this to the left-hand side. So blue would be that of doing the trades. We can see at this point it is overperforming it. I'm just going to move this again some more. And then copy and paste some more of this stuff. Because this goes down to here. 63 is the row. So let's see how this thing did. Okay, there we have it. So doing all of this buying and selling would have worked out to profit, but not the largest amounts of profit. As we can see, this thing was down at one point buying and selling at negative 0.4. So you would have been down about 40% from your original stake at the low points. And then moving into positive territory up over 20%, back down 30%. And then just chopping around here, up and up 20 now. But the market's down. As we can see here, the market's lost half of its value from an entry position point where you're up 20%. That's what you call overperforming the market. And depending on how lucky you get by missing or making orders, or unlucky, depending on the volatility. If I'm playing again for 5, 6, 7% moves from last trade, there would be a whole bunch of more trades and you'd get different results and probably even better results along the way. So something to keep in mind, and I'm probably going to be in the mood to do another one. I put a request out earlier today for a possible coin code. I'd like to hear some other ones, as long as it's on Bittrex, Poloniex, or Binance. And I guess even Bitfinex, or Bitfinex as well. As long as it's on this platform for me to do. So thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.